You've heard this before. Go to school, get good grades, get a degree or a diploma. You will be guaranteed success in life. But the truth is, the best things in life may be free, but that doesn't mean they won't take time, sweat, and perseverance to acquire. That's especially the case when it comes to learning important life skills. Here are 13 skills that are hard to learn, but will reward you forever. Number 1. Time management. Effective time management is one of the most highly valued skills by employers. Because we have traded effectiveness for being busy. We think that because we are busy we are effective. 80% of the things we do are mostly on things that are not important. An average person only spent 20% of their time doing the things they are truly gifted at. You can take my clothes, I can get another one, but if you take my time, you have taken something from me that is totally irreplaceable. We know how to manage money, manage our house, and even manage other people, but we fail to value our time to be creative and build our talents and be all that God has created us to. Number 2. Showing gratitude. The habit of showing gratitude is a great way to gain respect, trust, and stand out from the crowd. Whether it is by sending a thank you note or giving a small gift. It could be for the person who interviewed you for a new job, a trusted mentor, an old boss, or even your own parents. Expressing your gratitude goes a very long way. Showing gratitude gives you and the other party a chance to reflect on your relationship, and think of the positive outcomes of knowing one another. And it also makes the day of another person. Number 3. Having confidence. Key factor to legendary success is not in your natural ability. Is not whether you have the right product or not, and is not whether you have the right IQ, but rather is having self-confidence. When you have confidence, that fire within you, imperial bravery, self-confidence is what gives you the power to do whatever it takes to get your vision done. Confidence is what enables us to see opportunities when others are seeing setbacks. Confidence pushes you forward so that nothing is able to stop you. It makes you do the impossible. Confidence is a practice. The more you work on it and practice it constantly, the more your confidence is going to grow. Number 4. Knowing when to shut up. You can't go around whining about every other thing that seems not so right to you in this world. Sometimes you just need to shut up. There are many instances that keeping to yourself is the best course. When we are angry, upset, agitated, or vexed, we blurt out anything and everything that comes to our mind. And later, you tend to regret it. Keeping your mouth shut when you are agitated is one of the most valuable skills to learn. And of course, one of the most difficult. Sure, it can feel good to unload on somebody, and let them know what you really think. But that good feeling is temporary. What happens the next day, the next week, or the next year? It is human nature to want to prove that you are right. But it is rarely effective. Number 5. Asking for help. Knowing when you need help and then asking for it is surprisingly difficult to learn and do because no one wants to be perceived as weak or incompetent. But sooner or later, everyone finds themselves in a position where they require some helps. Consider what might happen if you don't recognize your need for help, or if you choose not to ask for any. You can end up in a really big mess. Asking for help or advice doesn't mean you are weak. According to studies, asking for help makes you look more capable, not less. When you ask people for advice, you validate their intelligence or expertise, which makes you more likely to win them over. Number 6. Listening. The skill to hold your opinion to yourself until everyone else have spoken does two things. Firstly, it gives everybody else the feeling that they have been heard and that they have contributed. Secondly, you have the opportunity of learning what everyone have been thinking before you render your opinion. The skill is really to keep your opinion to yourself. You need to learn to be the last to speak. When someone is speaking, do not nod whether you agree or not. The only thing you are allowed to do is to ask questions. Number 7. Being consistent. To be successful in life is a journey. You have to be consistent at what you do so that you will be more successful. Success is not a one-time action but a continuous process. There is no time to mourn over your failures because this wastes time, but just pick yourself up and keep moving on. People often stop working hard when they reach the top. But to maintain the top position, they have to work harder and be more consistent in their work. Success is not a destination but a process of consistency, is a journey. Number 8. Public speaking. Public speaking is a skill and it is an asset that will last for years. You may feel uncomfortable doing it, because it is a skill that cannot be learned in a day. The ability to speak clearly and persuasively in front of an audience is one of the most important skills anyone can develop. People who are effective speakers come across as more confident and comfortable. And they are more attractive to be around. Maybe you don't have a job that requires you to speak in public. That does not mean that you should not learn the skill to speak confidently in the public. Number 9. Accountability. When something good happens to people, they do not shy away from taking credit. But when something bad happens, they feel victimized immediately. It is important to develop the ability to be accountable for your experiences. They are often a result of your actions. Sometimes actions do not yield the desired results. But instead of feeling like a victim, learn from your actions, so that you get better results the next time. Number 10. Being honest with yourself. Whatever it is that you are doing, you must be brutally honest with yourself, especially in business. Always know that you are in competition with no one. Run your own race. Know what you know and also be aware of what you do not know. Just focus on being good at what you do. Number 11. Research. Nobody can be expected to know everything, or even a tiny fraction of everything. You do not have to know everything. But you should be able to quickly and painlessly find out what you do need to know. This means learning to use the internet effectively, learning to use a library, learning to read productively, and learning how to leverage your network of contacts, and what kinds of research are going to work best in any given situation. Number 12. Tracking your spending. Sometimes it is easier to put everything on a credit card, and then just hope that you will have the money to pay it off in a reasonable amount of time. But, you may not always have the money to pay off the full balance. And this is a very easy way to end up in debt. By keeping track of your spending, you will be able to see where most of your money is going, and how you can make adjustments moving forward. You may find that a lot of your money is going toward things you really do not need. And this can be a great wake-up call to stop the unnecessary spending in its tracks. Number 13. Staying present in the moment. If you are living in the past, you are going to be depressed because you are rehashing things that happened to you that are not going to happen again. If you are living in the future, you are going to be anxious, because you are anticipating what is coming. Or you are wishing for things that are not happening yet. Being in the present moment is where you will have the greatest control, where you will feel the most at ease, and where happiness flourishes. There is a super tight connection between happiness and the ability to live in the present moment. A lot of people believe that happiness is tied to the things that happen to you. Not so at all. Happiness comes down to your attitude. And you are 100% in control of what you are thinking. Staying present is the skill of having your mind in the moment. Not in the past. Not in the future. But right here. Look for something to savor in the moment. Something good to focus on that is happening in the moment, and when you do that you will feel more grateful. These are skills that are hard to learn, but will reward you forever. What do you think? Did we miss anything? Surely there are other important skills that we didn't include on this list. If you can think of any, let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And share it with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And remember to click on the little bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.